You got it? Let's get it!
Hi everyone, I hope everyone had a good week of workouts and stuff. I had a pretty good week other than Tuesday and today. On Tuesday, if any of you follow me on Instagram, or I actually posted on YouTube as well. So if you follow me on here or on there, I posted my clean PR, which was 265 pounds. Which is good. That was a 10-pound PR from my previous one, but after that I tried to do 285 about 10 times and I kept failing it. Theoretically I should be able to do it because I have front squatted that for a double, so it was just me getting under it and I just couldn't. And that's just 100% contingent on my form, which is something that I want to work on. And actually, we'll talk about that in a little bit because I have a plan on working on the Olympic lifts for a bit. And then today, Saturday, when I'm recording this, I had a bit of a brain fart. For some reason, I thought today was Monday. I don't know why. I was like thinking my workouts, like, oh, I can just do my squats tomorrow. And I was like thinking like in the Monday mindset, because normally what I like to do on Mondays is split some of the stuff I don't want to do on Monday onto Tuesday and spread that workout out more, because I'm going on one day of rest, because on Saturdays I usually like to do the whole Shako thing and end up working out for quite a long time, and then I have obviously Sundays off and then come back Monday. So usually I'm not 100% recovered, but I will definitely not be 100% recovered, because I'm gonna go in tomorrow and finish up my what I had. Let me see, just dips, squats, and I was gonna do snatch deadlifts to like a heavy double. I probably won't do those, or I may. I haven't decided yet on those, but if I do, I'll probably be pretty conservative with those. So normally Sundays I don't lift, but this Sunday I will be lifting because I decided to be dumb today. But that's a pretty minor thing. It's actually the first time I think I've ever done that since I've started the Shako, which is kind of weird. The first time I've had to lift on a Sunday. I guess that's kind of bizarre. But anywho, other than that, I had a pretty good week. Even today's workout went really well with the lifts that I did, with all that stuff and the other workouts. You'll be seeing clips of those, and everything felt really good. My bench is still feeling really good. Squats and deadlift, all that's feeling really, really good. So I'm really happy, and I feel like I'm making progress towards everything, because like I did, I think it was 260 on the bench, and that I did that for a pause double, and that felt really good, and it looked like it moved fast. 505 on the deadlift before was really heavy, and now it's, you know, pretty manageable weight. Still, it's always going to be heavy, but it's still it's more of a manageable weight now, and I can do it for reps, which is kind of exciting. And same with squats. A lot of the heavier weights that felt really, really heavy before are just feeling better, and it's rather exciting, because a lot of the weights that I struggled with a little bit before, had to grind through in previous times, are moving a lot better. So theoretically, my 1 rep maxes should have gone up based on the, I guess, my perceived exertion on those lifts. But at the end of this month, so this month is June, I'm getting my procedure in the mid-July. I forget exactly which day. So that will put me out of commission for about a week, but I plan on using the month of July to do kind of an extended prep for August for when I do the online powerlifting meet. So I will be, I guess it'll end up being about a 4-week prep, because I'll have to take a week off after the procedure is done. But I'm going to use the Shako competition prep thing on there, so it'll be a 5-week thing theoretically, and it'll probably end up being, I'll cut it down, cut out some stuff just so I can have that week off for the procedure. But I wanted to do more of an extended prep and taper as far as volume goes before I try maxing out, because the last 2 times, I guess, for the mock meet that I did and for the actual powerlifting meet that I did, I only prepped, I think it was about 2 weeks, and like tapered volume and, you know, did all the stuff for about 2 weeks, and it wasn't anything too structured other than what I was already doing, and then just less of it. So it would be nice to be on a program that kind of lays all that out for me and kind of tells me exactly what I need to do. And so that will start at the beginning of July, which I think will be kind of a midweek thing. It actually might be the end of June, like the last couple days of June, because it'll be the beginning of that week, because it kind of July starts in the middle of the week. But anywho, so I have that to look forward to, and with that, I'll be sticking entirely based on what the program lays out. So I won't be squatting and deadlifting on the same day. I think I'm not until the end of it. I'm not sure even then. I'm just guessing with that. But I know at the beginning it has heavy singles for everything, for the 3 main lifts, and bench and squat are on the same day, I think, and then deadlifts are on a separate day. So I'll be sticking with that idea still. Hopefully that 4-week prep or taper of volume and all that stuff will help me to do better at August, because it's August 1st is when that competition starts. So I want to be 100% prepped for that. As I think I'm going to assume the first lift for that thing is probably the squat, or I don't know how exactly they're going to set it up as far as the 3 lifts go. My understanding is that there'll be 3 separate weeks. So I'll have 1 week to do a squat, 1 week for bench, 1 week for deadlift, and then there'll be 2 other weeks for the Olympic lifts, but I won't be doing those because I'm absolutely horrible at those. But that's a beautiful segue into talking about the Olympic lifts, and probably, I guess I said I wasn't going to change the Shaco prep thing, but that's a lie, I guess, because I want to add in some Olympic lift work, because I am not very good at those, and I will be using light weights with them. I don't think it'll be anything too crazy to add some practice with snatches and clean and jerks and that sort of stuff in there, and to kind of adapt some of the stuff to work on those a little bit, and maybe use some of the accessory work to use to utilize, you know, Olympic type movements and that sort of thing. So during that prep, I'll be kind of using that, and it will be more focused on the lighter accessory movements for the clean and jerk and the snatch, not really any sort of max outs or anything. But I think during that time, since I'll be cutting volume, I'll recover a lot better than what I am now, just because I'm doing such a high volume stuff. So I'll be able to handle a little extra stuff from what the program says, simply because the overall volume that I'll be doing will be pretty significantly less, because I won't be deadlifting on the same days that I squat and bench. So it'll be a huge load off my shoulders, or I guess my load off my back, more literally with that. But I'm looking forward to that. So I have we're about mid-June, June 18th. So we're about in the middle of June, so I have 1 or 2 more weeks of just regular lifting that I'm doing now, and then I'll be moving into that. In that 2 weeks that I have before I start the prep program thing, I will be doing, I guess you'd call a mini cut. I'm at about 192 right now, and I want to cut down to 188. So by the end of that 2 weeks, I'd like to just be 188. It's not too far of a stretch. I've just been hitting like more than 192. I was like 195 with like sweaty clothes and everything, and I was like 195, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be not a fun thing to do, to cut all the way down to 181 for the meet. But I do want to get down to 188 at the end of this 2 weeks, and then during that 4-week prep, I want to cut down to 181 again, which I think will be a lot more manageable to do with 7 pounds versus 11 pounds. I think over the course of 4 weeks, that will be just a much more manageable weight, especially once I get those first 4 pounds out of the way, which won't be too bad, because I should be pretty close to there anyway if I do any sort of dieting. So I'll be cutting calories slightly, I'll be keeping protein high, fats just will be whatever, and carbs will be cut a little bit. So hopefully I don't lose any strength during that time, but I can't imagine that I will, because I've been gaining a lot of strength, and I'll be doing a slow cut again. It will be over the course of, I guess, 6 weeks of a cut, so I won't have to worry about doing anything too drastic unless I get to the date and I'm not there. But I can't imagine that I won't, and even if I'm not, I can just go walk around outside because it's been so hot, and sweat off that little extra bit, so it wouldn't be too bad to drop a couple pounds on the last day. But hopefully I don't get to that point, so it should be I guess a challenge to cut down to 181, but right now my focus is just to 188 and then to move on from there. But I think that's really about it that I have to talk about for this week. Another week of good progress, at least in my eyes, and I think the big PRs that I had were with the clean, just cleans with 265, and I think black pulls with 535 with 4. I think those were it. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really keep track of too many of the exact PRs, just I try to do more, as many as I can when I'm doing different things like that, or as much weight or whatnot. I try to push myself as much as I can, so hopefully the PRs and all that stuff will come. But anywho, if you have any thoughts or comments or anything that you want to add, please leave those down below. And as always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.